Hey! Six guys! Check six guys!
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, 3 down, 3 down. Check 20. Check 25. 8. 22,
McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
They good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. On 2nd down, Johnson fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting?
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Check, 43.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Gun. Greg. Check.
To throw again. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clinton McDonald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Gun. Express. 43 in the mic.
Out of the gun, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And able to find Kirk complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 10-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Whoa. SOS. Zoom. Check 43.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
I got you. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch it. Put up.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So I guess we'll call this a pitcher's duel so far. I think that was a 3-run homer there, and it makes it a 3-2 ball game.
Yeah, what inning are we in? It's not the most common of score lines, but it's pretty indicative of the fact that we're in for a tight one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Newton. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, it's Johnson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
That's it, brother. You got work. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
On first down, it's Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now it's Newton. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's Johnson. And some room to work. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got it. Check.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on fourth down last year, but they'll try it here. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Johnson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you. Check. Crunch. Shit. What? Tighten up.
On third down, Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go. 15 running. Hey, I got one. Quick
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Last year as a rookie, Edmonds got more action than most people anticipated as David Johnson's backup. 80 touches, 60 of them on the ground, 20 through the air. 4th-round pick in 2018 out of Fordham, who had a whopping 5,800 rushing yards during his college career. They think his future's bright in Arizona. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down. all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
Again, it's Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Alert flare, flare. Switch. He's crashing. He's
trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's 4th down.
Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches, and his guys are going to go for it.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 36. Check 52.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. This is Johnson. He's got it. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30, and he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Mike 5-4. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check the hot read.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Slam. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54. Watch 54.
They go to Johnson again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Ready. Shot. Here we go, D. Alert 3. Check.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton escaping the pressure right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
40. 20.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, he gets it to Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
43 is the mic. Coming to you, coming to you. 43.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. 8. 8.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Check 26.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 82 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Newton looking left side and completing it to Thomas. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, that's caught. It's Thomas. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 yards there and a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for the Cardinals, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long.